Results crew, look at that. A bit of a slight mistake on the bib through a 7 versus 3:01. So yeah, it's been confirmed. The points, those 6 points will go to Van Dam, which should bring her tally to 19. Removing those points from Bronwyn Campbell. So there we are. Confirm Roerda, Van Dam, and Bessler. So Van Dam does get those points for 19. And our next event, as we said, was the U17 men's points race. Reed Kinneberg with number 1, Dylan Bibich number 2, Quentin Cowan number 3, Rich Elliott number 4, Owen Gill number 5, Liam Carney as the pistol sounds. The race has started. Noah Springer number 7, Wesley Hill number 12, Carson Mattern number 13, Aiden Crocker number 14, Lucas Bonkowski 15, Caleb Sutherland number 16, Jacob Robiliak number 17, yes, Zapata Corba 18, 18, Guillemette 19, 19, Archbold 20, McEwen number 23, Gregory 24, Leonard 25, Langford wearing number 27, Bosenberg number 28, Falk Doughton 29, and Hoheim with number 30. So this is a 60-lap affair, 15 kilometers to complete. Intermediate sprints every 10 laps. 5, 3, 2, 1 points go to the 4 first riders over the line, and then there will be a doubling of those points in the finale. As to be expected in the U17 men's category, very active from the start. Riders trying to shake some of the leg fatigue as Bibich moves to the front now. Two away from our first intermediate sprint. The bunch all back together now. Bell lap for our first intermediate sprint. And here we come. Who will be our points getters? It was Bibic, Guillemette, Elliott, and Zapata Cordoba. Donc 5-5 pour Bibic, Guillemette 3-3, Elliott Rich 2-2, Zapata Cordoba 1-1. "45 laps to go." And a split now in the group, as there's an acceleration at the front as we're looking, staring down at 2 laps before the next intermediate sprint. Leading the charge with the number 13 is Carson Mattern. There's the bell. Sprint for points on the next lap, or sprint pour les points au prochain tour. And here they come to the line. Sprinting has ended, and we'll be collecting and tallying those points. 5-5 for Bibic. Crocker 3-3, Robiliac 2-2, Gregory 1-1. Tally, Bibic 10-10, Crocker 3-3, so does Guillemette 3-3. Rich 2-2, Robiliac 2-2, and 1 point for Zapata Cordoba and Gregory. Coming up to 4 laps before our next intermediate sprint. And everybody trying to find their move, trying to find their place in the pack, accelerating once again. Just as he did on the previous sprint there is bib number 13. Carson Mattern from NCCH. As Bibic, if I'm not mistaken, right on his wheel or close to. Yep, that is him. Also Rich Elliott. Sprint on the next lap. Zapata Cordoba trying to come over the top here. But it will be fruitless. And Bibic doing his usual thing, finding the right moment to sprint out of the group. And there you are, picking up 5 points. And we'll also have Mathias Guillemette in there, picking up some points. And let's see the latest tally. On va voir le dernier décompte ici. So, Bibic with 5, Guillemette 3, 3, Rubuliak 2, 2, Elliott 1, 1. Total tally, Bibic with 15, 15, Guillemette 6, 6, Rubuliak 4, 4, Elliott 3 with Crocker, and 1 for Zapata Cordoba, 1, and Gregory also. 26, or I should say, yes, 26 to go. 26 tours à faire. And Zapata Cordoba decides to attack with Crocker following. Bibic also not going to give those gentlemen 1 inch to spare. And going at it again with a drop seat right now is Rich Elliott. See how low he's sitting on there. He was complaining about some issues. We heard that through our Commissaire radio. So not a very comfortable position for him with still 23 laps to go. Sprint for points on the next lap. And the sprint will be won by Bibic once again with the Rubuliak picking up 2nd place. And I think also Crocker was in there with Elliott. So, Bibic 5-5, Roubiliac 3-3, Crocker 2-2, and Elliott 1-1. Bringing our tally to 20 for Bibic. Roubiliac 7-7, Guillemette 6-6, Crocker 5-5, Elliott 4-4, and Zapata, Cordoba, and Gregory 1-1. And there goes one of the Callisto boys. Staring down at 17 to go. Will he be chased down immediately? Attack here by Daniel Gregory, who only has 1 point at this moment in time. Gregory is the head of the race right now. Elliott now moving to the front, and you can just see there how low his seat is, and that's not an easy position to be in, but he's still going strong, showing 13 laps to go. Sprint for points on the next lap. Our last intermediate sprint. Dernier sprint intermédiaire. Bibic doing what he does best, protecting the front. So Bibic, Roubiliac in the lead group there. We'll wait for the points tally. Here we go. Bibic with 5-5, Roubiliac with 3-3, Guillemette 2-2, and Zapata Cordova 1-1. 25-25 for Bibic, 10-10 for Roubiliac, 8-8 for Guillemette, Crocker with 5-5, Elliott 4-4, Zapata Cordova 2-2, and 1-1 for Daniel Gregory. Well, the next sprint is going to be an important one, because if you want to beat Bibic and take the title, you got to pick up those 10 points. And even there, Roubiliac could not catch him, so Bibic has sealed the deal as 25. Roubiliac, the best he can do would be 20. Guillemette would go to 18. I don't know if Bibic will play that one out or just let somebody go for second place. We'll see. Last kilometer, last 4 laps. Three to go, 3 faire. And getting ready will be our junior men for the points race. And there goes Elliott once again. Bibic on his heel. Guillemette, Zapata, Cordoba. 2 laps to go, 500 meters. Bibic just staying to the front, so he's not going to give up any points, it looks like here. Zapata, Cordoba with Rubiliak now, as Elliott is boxed at the bottom. Guillemette trying to follow. Guillemette et Zapata, Cordoba avec un tour à faire. Tente le tout pour le tout, going all out. Last lap, dernier tour. And here comes Bibic over the top. You open the door, and this cat is going to run for freedom. Here he comes to the line, and it will be, yes, Bibic having a perfect race as he picks up all of the sprints here and becomes the U17 points race Canadian champion. So there we have a 35, a 35 for Bibic and the title. 14 for Rubiliak, and 14 also 14 aussi pour Guillemette. And the decision will be made on the number of wins between those two men for the silver medal, or at least the rankings, I should say, per sprint for the medals. Medal ceremony is coming up after this, the last race of this first portion of the morning session. So we ask riders to start making their way, those that are part of the points race podiums.